Hello and welcome to General Games. I'm Marcus and this is Ali.
Hello.
And we've got a match here again, another throwdown between Ryan and Scott.
Yeah, Scott just played Happy for those who might have watched the other videos. So now we're watching him go up against Ryan.
Yeah, so same deck from Scott, the Luke and Ray deck, and this time playing against Veers and Django.
Yeah, used by Ryan. I've never seen Ryan use this deck before, but I'm interested to see how it goes.
Very strong deck. Spikes a lot of damage.
That sounds like Ryan's thing.
Yeah, can just destroy a character. So rolling for the battlefield here.
5 is pretty good for Scott.
Yep.
Against a 3 by the looks of things.
So choices on Scott. Now he's got the choice between Jedi Temple and Imperial Armory. Chooses the Armory.
100%.
Happy to give up the shields.
The reducing the cost of the upgrades for Scott is so good. I mean, if you look at his hand, he's got Mind Probe, he's got Force Training. He's just got so many cards that are going to help him out.
Definitely adds a large power curve to the deck.
Oh.
Again, it's very synergistic with Ray playing the upgrade and getting the action, playing it for less. It's very strong.
He didn't get it binds all things. He wouldn't be too happy about that.
No, not. Definitely one of the strongest cards that that this deck can start with is the binds all things. Now, talking about strong cards, the Jetpack there is very powerful versus the melee based deck.
Oh, absolutely.
The ability to strip a melee die and gain a shield, just incredibly strong.
Oh, it's got so many relevant sides because it can spike a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, of course.
Especially
the +3 modifier is huge.
Especially with General Veers rolling consistent range damage.
Okay, so interesting. Ryan chose not to roll in the Django in response.
Maybe he's rusty.
No, I think he felt like he just wanted to get the No, it does roll. It's interesting.
Take the opportunity to.
Did roll? Sorry, I apologize. I missed that. Luke did roll in. Ryan rolled in response. Hit the special on the jetpack.
That must have been Ray because Ray's dice are out.
No, it was, I missed Scott turning
because he hasn't tapped. He hasn't turned Ray.
No, that was Luke.
Ray.
Yeah, that was Luke. He rolled in. I apologize. He didn't. He rolled the dice and did not turn the character, so I missed that. Chooses to roll in Veers now. Showing two damage and a shield.
Yeah. Is that a 1 melee up there for Django?
It is a 1 melee on Django.
Focus is really good here because he's going to be probably dealing 4 damage, probably to Veers.
Interesting. He's rolled in. Yeah, so Ray has been rolled in, just hasn't turned it sideways.
Yeah, and that's what's throwing you.
Yeah, it's thrown me off a bit. That's all good. So chooses. Here we go. So plays the discards. Discards the on the hunt.
Interesting choice.
Looking for some damage. I mean, on board as is, that could be 8 damage. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Scott
on the hunt could do a lot of work here, though.
Yeah, definitely. It is a trade-off. So uses he doesn't like you, removes the 3, takes the 1. Still cards in hand. Considering, discards closing the net there to re-roll, looking for the damage. Looking to push that through. Hits.
There it is.
Hits
another 2 damage.
2 guns. So looking at 4 damage. Scott with nothing left to do just claims, and there it is. Power of that battlefield is able to just simply play out the force throw.
So not only did Jedi Robes give him 2 shields, it gave him a good avenue to get force throw out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, very powerful. So able to play that the force throw for free.
Yeah, there's 2 tactical masteries in Ryan's hand as well. So I think this is going to be a very strong turn for Ryan in terms of being able to respond.
Yeah, looking to smash out some damage here.
Electroshock is awesome as well. Not so good against Luke because he can roll the 3s.
Yeah, it hits most of Luke's faces, just not the 3, which is the one that's most relevant.
Exactly.
Speak of the devil, there is the 3 damage and a focus. Very strong hand.
So he's responding.
Ryan responds by rolling in Django, gives him the choice.
I'm expecting attack mastery here because he can roll in in Veers and then do a lot.
He could roll in Veers and just go for the damage. Also has the option of Attack Mastery, re-roll the jetpack in the hope of hitting the special.
Yeah.
Chooses to go for the damage line. Disappointing roll. Still has another action.
So he's going to
takes the shields. Takes the shields, yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
As good as blanking, it's almost as good as blanking the 3 damage side there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just unappealing for Scott to deal that 3 damage to anything because you're not really making any inroads. Yeah, so chooses to just do some more.
Oh, he's seen the +2 modifier on Ray's dice, so there's 5 damage.
5 damage plus the mind bullets from the force throw.
Yeah, the old mind bullets. It's going to shock the 2.
Shocks the 2. Yep.
He's read the card. Good work.
Back to 3, and there's the 3 damage. Strips the shields.
I think Ryan would be happy with that exchange.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't get the damage, but he didn't take the damage that he could have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, look at Scott's hand. There's a lot of pain that's coming out.
Yeah. Chooses to re-roll, going for that damage there. Hits the 2. Immediately deflected. Yep.
It's like a snap call.
Yep. He had that lined up. So Scott's looking at a force. Looks like maybe 2 force trainings, a lightsaber. I think that might have been an all-in.
Is there a resource side on force throw? I don't remember. He's done the 1 damage anyway. I thought he might have.
There is a resource side, I do believe.
That is a fantastic claim for Ryan there as well.
Yep, very powerful. Gets a gun out on Django. Has the battlefield to lead off with. So his next turn could be very large amount of damage here. I mean, if his first actions roll out Veers, hits a few damage faces. Scott almost does not want to roll a character in. Luke could literally be dead off of 2 actions from Ryan here.
Oh, that's absolutely right. Let's see what Scott... Does Scott have anything in his hand to respond? It looks like he's got a willpower.
Has a willpower. Feel like he's...
No? Is that a willpower?
No, that's a force misdirection.
Force misdirection.
So, options here. Looks like Ryan plays... Yep, so Ryan upgrades to the holdout blaster. Uses the ambush action to roll in Veers.
I'd be very happy with that roll.
That's a very strong roll. Yeah. So Scott rolls in Ray, and Ryan immediately responds.
Probably wanted to see the force throw special there.
Yeah, I think he did. Now, so unfortunately, Ryan misses a big turn here. Does not hit a base for those modifiers, so is looking at +4 damage on board, but no base.
I'd be interested in doing Tactical Master here if I was Ryan, and doing a pitch to reroll on the first action, and then trying to, obviously dish some damage out.
Yeah. Look, he this Django Veers deck is very strong. It spikes very hard. Chooses to reroll. Pitches the data pad.
Okay, he's not too scared.
No.
The disruptor's there, though. I'd be using that resource as soon as possible.
Fires off the heroism. Take some damage.
Took out the base modifier from Veers.
Yep, removes the shields from Ray.
Getting rid of disarm is an interesting call.
Pitching the disarm there. I think he feels he doesn't... I think he feels he just wants to get the damage out more than anything here. Not sure what else he has in his hand.
Getting a good view of his chin.
Yeah. Looks like he has a closing the net... And
it's attack mastery.
Attack mastery? Okay, cool, yeah. So holding on to the attack mastery here feels like he's got enough time to fire it off probably next turn, get the most out of it.
I find it interesting that Scott doesn't feel the need to respond by disrupting that resource, because if Ryan does have that attack mastery, and we know he does, there's
it's potentially a dead Luke, yes. It is a potentially dead Luke. Yeah, interesting. I think he feels he wants to not waste the force throw die.
Is it a waste, though?
Well, I suppose it is a way of shoring up the...
Oh, here we go. What's happening here?
So he plays out the lightsaber. Now, Ryan has the choice here. Does he tack mastery and go for it? Or does he...
He's trying to... Yeah,
Ryan's claimed. Ryan has claimed, it would seem.
Yeah, it's put the redeployable on Luke. Fantastic call there, because...
I find it interesting that Ryan claimed so early in the turn there, given that he has the... No, he must have passed. I apologise. He's probably just passed. Holding up the... Yeah, so he's just passed. He's holding up the jetpack special, hence why Scott did not go for any melee damage.
Ryan's claimed.
Yeah, so Ryan took the 1, now claims. And into the next turn. So now Ryan's looking at... Doesn't discard the closing the net, but holds on to the attack mastery as well. Quite strong.
Draws the disarmor promotion, and he doesn't like you. What does Scott now have in his hand? I don't think Scott played any... Oh no, he played 1 lightsaber that round.
He did play a lightsaber that turn.
I don't think he played any other cards.
I believe he discarded the he did discard the force training.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's got 1 with the force now in his hand. He's got a... Is that a force?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's got a 1 with the force, so use the force...
Got 2-1 with the forces.
Force misdirection. Interesting. So I think his turn, his play this turn is going to be to try and get a 1 with the Force on the table.
This is going to be very rough.
Okay, so that's enough damage on board to kill Veers. Django rolls in, doesn't have enough damage to kill Luke.
He's using, is that Fight Dirty?
That's a Fight Dirty. Yeah, there we go. Fight Dirty out of nowhere. The power of unpredictable damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he didn't hit the damage, just removes 2 dice and does the 2 damage he needed.
Redeploys over to Ray, though, and now Ray's a bit of a beast.
Yeah, so now the redeploy hits, immediately rolls out, immediately plays the Luke's lightsaber and rolls in. That is a huge roll.
I mean, he'd want a resource here, but he can throw one of those threes into Veers, and Veers is dead.
Yeah,
so.
that's terrifying. Yeah, Ryan looking a little concerned here. That is a dead Veers.
You can tell by his shoulder that he looks concerned.
Mate, what can I say? I'm just good at reading people.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's a real skill.
No, so
he's got a tactical mastery. He's got
fires off the tactical mastery. Try and get just damage. Right now, he's just looking to do maximum damage. Is rewarded somewhat.
Good.
Presented with the option of doing 3 or gaining the resource. Obviously, I think he just. No, interesting. Feels he can stay alive. Yeah, no resources in play.
Yeah, that's right.
The strong heads up play there.
Well, there's the unblockable
Forces
damage.
the reroll, 2 unblockable.
That was actually a really strong play.
Still not enough to kill.
Yeah, that's right. He's 1 short from killing.
Veers has 9 health, and currently he is on 5.
9, okay.
Yeah, Veers has 9.
So you wouldn't have had lethal.
No, didn't have lethal, but theoretically, with the Force throw, might have.
You would have needed a resource.
Yeah, definitely. I still would have needed a resource. So, still just playing the defensive line there, Ryan.
Yeah, Scott's probably feeling the squeeze now.
Yeah. What is interesting is he chose to remove the damage die with the He Doesn't Like You, as opposed to, oh, that's a lot of damage. So, yeah, chose to remove the damage die instead of the resource. Obviously felt he needed the resource.
Well, there goes Veers.
And that's a dead Veers.
I feel like the Django versus Ray matchup is really interesting. They're obviously both really fast in their own way, but I think Ray's where she wants to be.
I think Ray has the upgrade she wants. She's got...
She might want Mind Probe, and that's really
I mean, Mind Probe's great. It is heads up, though, so it's possible that Scott can eke out enough nothing actions to not have to roll Ray in, which in turn gives Ryan the only option to roll in without using his ability.
Yeah, and he's got a dodge in his hand as well, so that's going to save him for a round.
Interestingly, chooses to discard the disarm. Feels he doesn't need it.
Well, couldn't he use the jetpack +3 to disarm?
Definitely. Disarm could hit any of those quite easily. So it's interesting that he chose to disarm it. I think he's he's got 3 shields. He's got a jetpack. He probably has another gun in his hand. He's looking to just race here.
I think he can do it too.
Yeah, there it is. There's the holdout blaster. He's looking to fight.
Scott's going to play dodge, of course, but it's going to happen sooner or later.
Presents a lot of damage there. I mean, plays the holdout blaster, gives him. Scott passes. Interestingly enough, doesn't want to invoke the wrath of a Django with 3 guns.
Don't forget your dice, Ryan. That's what Scott's just saying right now.
Yeah, that's the best part of playing that card. And looks like they've gone to the next turn. Scott did not want to roll out. Did not feel that he could have won that turn if he was unable to touch Django's dice.
So they both pass, which means Ryan again gets the first action.
Ryan again has the first action, but does not get the ability of the battlefield.
Yeah, that's fair. So, but he's pulled up another backup muscle now, so he's going to be...
Yes.
He's got 5 damage there with... That leaves Ray on 1 at this current point in time.
Yeah,
not counting willpower.
Yeah, I mean, assuming they do a lot of passing over the next few turns. Scott's in a rough spot here. Doesn't want to roll in. Doesn't want to roll in versus the Django, and now he realizes he just doesn't have a choice. Passing isn't going to get him there. Not a bad roll.
Those Saber specials might actually do it for him, because that's 4 damage.
Shows a lot of damage. 2 unblockable, 1 unblockable, and the ability to gain a shield. Django rolls in himself. Snap resolves. Was that 5 damage?
think it was 4.
4 damage.
Well, he's got 2 backup muscles this round, and that's Ray dead.
Yeah, yeah. Look, short of some way to remove some damage, which I don't believe he has in hand.
Even if he did, if he could willpower 1 off, he'd be getting backup muscled next round.
Yeah, I feel that it was a downward spiral. Django just showing what he does best. I mean, Ryan demonstrating the power of the of the list.
It's just so fast.
Veers was able to live just a turn longer than he probably needed to, and did just enough to get the damage through to Luke. Fight Dirty, demonstrating why it is such a strong card.
he had so many ways to kill Scott right there.
Yep.
He just thought he'd get a bit creative.
Throws it out there, wants to end it this turn guaranteed. Fast match, very indicative of the Django Veers matchup. A lot of damage, spikes real hard.
These damage dealing decks, they just sort of pounded each other until someone gets ahead, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Interestingly, the Luke Ray deck can move into more of a control-y kind of shell.
Okay.
But in this matchup, doesn't really have the time to do that.
Yeah, that's right. Django puts on a lot of pressure, like you said.
So much pressure, and Django's just very strong against any list with 2 characters because you can't force the Django player to roll in before you do.
Yeah, that's
which means they're always going to reap value out of rolling in for free.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so this has been another match from General Games. Plenty more content will be streaming through, so chuck us a follow on Facebook and subscribe. Keep up to date with everything that we're putting on social media and YouTube. I've been Marcus.
Ali.
And we'll be back again sometime soon.
Yeah, thanks again.